Let's watch this clip right here, and this will explain the whole rest of the video.
I'm gonna lie, bitch, you look good as fuck. On some real shit. Like, I'll fuck you right now. With your mom? Oh, I'm so sorry. But can I get your number and shit? We can get some food? No? Like, get some food and shit? Like, vibe out and shit? No, you not fuck with it? Like, but bitch, you look good as fuck. I'll fuck you right now, though. No? Alright, then. I can't, bro. I'm doing
We could just show her the picture, girl.
I'm what you just said.
She ain't even answering.
Who?
One at the right here.
For her number?
Nah, you said more than that. You look so good, I'll fuck you right now. But
Bro,
that's
we
sexual
streaming,
harassment.
bro. I'm saying, bro.
I don't
Like, I'm
care,
saying.
bro.
Oh,
That's
wait.
disrespectful.
Like, I'm saying, though, bro.
It's
Like,
just
on
a
some real
prank.
shit, we just prank like
But
on some
you can't be
shit.
pranking with people like that. That's disrespectful.
But I'm saying if she
Some
would have
people
said
don't take that shit.
then that's cool. If she would have said that, I
She
would
was
have
on the phone
respected
with
that.
my mom.
I feel that.
Oh, that's
but I'm
your
saying she
brother?
would've said
I mean,
that.
your sister.
No, I feel that. I feel that. I respect
You
that.
feel me?
But I'm saying on some
but-
real shit, like, she was saying, I
but-
feel that. On some real shit.
But bro, that's
Not for that. I'm
disrespectful.
not
You
trying to
feel
be
me?
disrespectful and
But it's
shit.
disrespectful.
No,
anyway.
I feel you,
That's
bro.
On everything. I'm gonna be real with you.
No, I
That's
feel you. Like,
Do you want us to apologize to you?
No, I
Does
gotta-
that make you
I'm
feel
sorry.
better?
It's not even apologizing.
Listen,
it's the
I got a
simple fact
sister.
that,
I got a
bro, you're a
sister.
grown ass man,
No, listen,
right?
I got a sister too, bro. I
Listen.
feel you, but I'm saying, like,
that's sexual harassment.
Now, I don't know if Deshae Frost is Gen Z or I don't even, I think I'm Gen Z. Clip, first off, is outrageous due to the fact of what he's saying, how he's saying it, what it is. Shout out to the dude that stood up for his sister and, you know, all that stuff, you know, held it down. Fortunately, some people, man, I just think you get too caught up in clip, right? You get too caught up on trying to make something funny and all that, and you lose sight of what really is reality. I don't watch Deshae Frost. I don't even watch streamers, really. I'm assuming he's trying to cater to that audience, and that audience probably ate it up, laughed at it, cool. It's like, oh my God, it's so funny. And you got people my age, slightly younger and slightly older being like, dude, what are you doing? You a grown-ass man going up to girls and asking that. So that made me think about Gen Z and how it is, all that stuff. So I found a Reddit. I found a Reddit about Gen Z, and we're gonna talk about this. Whole video is based on Gen Z. Yes, it is. This is a long ass intro. I don't care. Let's see what we got so far. See this one. Humility. What core value is missing most from US culture system? I like this question. I'm gonna shout out my friend for this point, and I'll elaborate this. He made a very good point that the US does not have a culture. What is our culture? What is America's bread and butter? It is money. It is dinero. Moolah, all that. But the US is so driven by money, it's so toxic, and it's honestly disgusting. It's funny, right? Because when you realize that money isn't anything, that it's literally worthless, it's only worth something is because you're giving it the amount of worth, right? Does that make sense? Right? Quite literally a piece of paper, but it's the most valuable thing because unfortunately, this is all a game. We have to play it. We need money to survive, whatever, right? I find it funny when people are like, oh, I did a 12-hour shift, you a bum, go do something with your life. I'm telling you this from my experience. Bro, I was in an overnight job for like 2 years, doing 12 to 8, 6 days a week. Before that, I was at Target during peak pandemic when everyone thought we were gonna die if you got it, from 2 p.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, or sorry, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. So I can speak, right? It's not just some unemployed bum coming up with this. No, I've worked my ass off. I know exactly what it's like. You're not flexing on anyone with a 12-hour shift. You're not flexing on anyone with that. Because when you realize, really think about what you say. Bro, I gave up 12 hours of my life to some dude who's gonna be chilling in a pool with a girl that's probably like 40 years younger than him, and all you got were literally scraps of what he makes. Most valuable thing in this life is time. There are two things that are precious to the human life and to our souls and everything. It's love and it's time. Love is literally what makes the world go around. It sounds cheesy, but it's the truth. And time, you can't defeat it. It's always going. Something's always, it's constantly moving. Time is something. Literally, people pay for time. Like, that's literally how it is, right? When you sacrifice your time for something at the end of the day that doesn't really matter, like, really think about that. Like, bro, you traded 12 hours of your life and you're flexing that? I get people have to work these shifts. People have to do that to put food on the table. I get it. But it's people that brag about that and act like that's a flex. You practically just traded your life away for, cool, you made $1,000, bro. Not gonna lie, I could go make $1,000 right now. And a lot of people think making money is hard. Making money is actually very easy. Making good money, that's the hard part. And a lot of people confuse what good money is because of how we grow up and what it is. And I'm not saying you can't appreciate certain things, but bro, I was over here sacrificing my health, my literal health. I still, to this day, bro, I was laid off that job a year ago. I still can't sleep normally. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't sleeping right. It was a physically demanding job. I'm 23 years old. I'll be honest with you. There was no, like, how am I gonna say this in the most PG way? To say testosterone was low, right? Like, I'm 23 years old. Like, do you realize how crazy that is? Like, because I'm not eating well, I'm not sleeping well, I'm not even drinking water well, and I'm putting my body through all this crap, all blah blah blah, for what? For nothing. I'm over here thinking, damn, my checks are nice. They're like $1,200, right? At least over here where I live, $1,200 is nothing. $1,200 is nothing. I can't do anything with $1,200 in North Jersey, bro. I can't. What are your thoughts on marriage? Most of Gen Z don't want to get married anymore because it's but it's not because we're distant losers, right? Losers. Like how boomers portray us, most people, it's just financially impossible. Oh my god, I can't read. This is not a good look. Financially impossible. But putting aside, what are your thoughts on marriage? Honestly, I want to settle down with someone, eventually marry them. Okay, really, people do want to get married, right? I don't think, there's obviously people that don't because whatever. One thing that I learned is that there's never a perfect time for anything. There's never a perfect time to get married. There's never a perfect time to have kids. There's never a perfect time to start your goal. There's never a perfect time to do any of that, because when you look for that perfect time, you realize it doesn't exist, and some things will happen to you that will hurt you, that'll be like, damn, I should have just moved different, you know? Like, I try to do things too perfectly when that doesn't necessarily exist in situations like that. Because let's say you're like, okay, I want to make 100 grand a year, right? Then I could settle down and get married. When you make 100 grand, you're like, ah, but you know what, I could make more. Like, you know, let me do it at 150. And then you keep going and keep going and keep going, and you realize like that perfect time is not the perfect time anymore. You get what I'm saying? Listen, you're in love, get married, move in, do all that. I'm telling you from experience, because I try to play things too perfectly in my head, and long story short, things end up going away because of things like that. Is that the sole reason? No, but it's one of the reasons, one of the lessons that I've learned and all that stuff. So there's never a perfect time for anything. Whatever you feel, do it, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. And it sounds so cliche, it sounds so blah blah blah, but it's so true. Because I'm telling you, if someone were to come up to you and say, hey, you're gonna be out of here within the next month, you got exactly a month to do whatever you want to do, you're gonna have zero problem executing all the things, all the thoughts, all the goals that you had in your mind. So you're only doing it because you're playing with time, but time isn't guaranteed, right? Just do what you want, do what makes you happy. So yes, you have to play the game a little. If I'm not saying like, okay, you want this $500 purse, right? And you have $100 in your account. I'll go buy that $500 purse. It doesn't matter because you could add them on. No, you still have to play the game a little bit. Unfortunately, life is a game and you got to play it a little bit. Don't make it the end all be all and all that stuff, especially with money, because money, like I said, I've learned recently, like, so you get so jaded, especially where you grow up. It's like, I can speak from the East Coast, like money is like a, yo, you gotta be making bread. Like, come on, do anything to make that cash and all that. Hey man, just do what makes you happy. We're here for a good time, not a long time. And if we are here for a long time, then great, but just do what makes you happy, be responsible. I really like these Reddit posts. I feel like I can just go off and yap, and you guys can either add your 2 cents to it, or you know, just honestly, it just feels like we're talking. I feel like we're homies, just kind of having like a conversation just about life, pretty much. That's pretty much what I do with my friends. You just end up yapping in the car for hours. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all in a bit, and peace out, everyone.